I'm Carolyn Bachino, and this is the podcast Boost Your Business Growth. I'm going to go ahead and introduce Sherry Mraz. She is the owner and founder of the Wellness Cooking Academy. Give us a little background on how this all came to be that you started your cooking school.
I had a personal journey with my own cooking classes that led me to all of the pain points that I understood how frustrating it was for new people to start a business.
Just so all the listeners know, the podcast is devoted to building your business for any kind of entrepreneur, but today's episode is specifically for health coaches because Sherry has a unique way of helping health coaches to boost their business growth.
I had a big life change and I moved 1,200 miles away. I did not know a soul. So really, I had to start my entire business over. How do you get clients? I'm like, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? So I went everywhere. I started going to like green markets and schools, churches, just anywhere I could think of. And when I did that, that was a great way for people to get to know me. But I also realized through that there was still a missing component. You have to know how to do a cooking class to talk about the successes of your client. And I pretty much built the information, that's what's in the Wellness Cooking Academy, on a structure for the class and to teach them how to draw people in. And when you're doing cooking classes, it's a lot of fun. It's the old break bread together. They are enjoying themselves. So there's not a guard up that they're thinking, what's she going to sign me up for? They're just having a good time. And so then I would always have like a small thing to invite them to. And then it would start this relationship. And then I could get them to sign up as my client. And also when you're speaking about the successes of your past clients, it makes them realize, oh, because they're not just regular cooking classes. If anybody could teach cooking classes, you can turn it on TV. You have to be different. So if you're teaching for your business, to build your business in the health field, you want to be talking about the health benefits of the food and make your classes useful for them to be able to recreate easily at home. I'm not trying to teach people how to be a chef. I always say to my students in my course, don't worry that you have to be this big chef, because you don't. You know more than them about the health of, and that's really what they're looking for. They're looking for, how do I incorporate this easily into my life? Keep it really simple and not like a million ingredients, and just talk about how it's going to help them, and then they're going to enjoy it. And it's something different. You can't get that much on TV.
Also, when you're watching it on TV, it doesn't have that community aspect where you're in a group of ladies and you're building friendships too.
And I personally would always drive them to something small, but I had a 6-week program because some people can't do a full-on program financially, or they're just not ready to do that. But people love groups. And so that would be something that I would always invite them to from a cooking class. I would say to them, I start the group once there's 8 people. So I had a list, and once I had 8 people, I would start. And that would encourage them to invite their family and friends.
Oh, wow. So you have a lot of good tips. What are some other good tips for health coaches who are watching?
I really think that the most important thing is, you have to be really clear that you probably know more than they do. And you shouldn't be so nervous to educate people. But there's a very fine line. You can overeducate people too.
The website I just wanted to mention is wellnesscookingacademy.com. And you can reach Sherry by emailing her at Sherry, SHERRI, at wellnesscookingacademy.com.
I think that what I saw a lot of times with coaches is when I say overeducate, because people get nervous. You're nervous when you're in front of someone, either one-on-one, that you're trying to present something to, you want them to join. So you're nervous, you're apprehensive about it. And when you're in front of people in the public, you're nervous when you first start, and then it gets easier. That's why, as I said, I created those done for yous, because it's like a paint by number. It tells you what to do. We have the shopping lists and all the talking points and the timing and what you need. and the health benefit handout. It helps them stay on track, because what really happens to people when they are in the health field, I think, is they just start giving so much health information that it almost has an adverse effect. It repels them instead of attracting them, because it's very overwhelming.
Great tip.
Sometimes it's just education. Technically, demo class is only 2 ounces. They're little, like the little cups, and that's considered a demo. So you can keep it really simple. The food, you usually have it pre-done and bring it in something so you can kind of dish out those cups. If you have a helper, they can dish it out while you're doing like a little mini cooking demo. Or if it's a hands-on class and the people are going to be participating, then I suggest you get not like a cutting board. I learned all these things trial and error. I used to bring little wooden cutting boards, they were so heavy when you bring a stack of wood. So I use like those plastic flexible ones and hand them out. And I ahead of time tell people to bring a knife, and used cafeteria trays that I would have all of the ingredients on each tray, so I could stay really organized while I was doing the demo. And they would follow along, and I would have a tray for their ingredients that I brought to each table. So in groups, they're chopping and preparing. And
what about like corporate wellness events?
You can do a cooking demo in there too. That's a captive audience. There's just so many opportunities to do this. You can't run out of ideas. They love it.
You have to fight for your health now. It's not just a given.
1,000,000%. You need to be your own advocate, your own like food detective, and look at ingredients. Yeah. One of the things about the course that I think is really important is there is a lot to learn. And a lot of the health coaches might not realize that you can't run around and say, we heal people, or you have to be just very careful on your words. And also it depends on what state you're in. Every state has its own color. If you're in a red state, you're very limited on what words or what you can do or say. We have an attorney that teaches one of the modules, because you have to know how to protect yourself in a business like this, disclaimers and different things.
How long is the course?
So the course is 12 weeks. There's a module a week. For the first 4 weeks, you get all the back office, how to stay organized, all of the legals and the stuff that's not so fun. And then for 4 weeks, you get all of the done for yous. We have easy ones, greens, budget, kids cooking classes, corporate, how to do lunch and learns. There's juicing. There's a lot of different ones. Each one comes with the shopping lists, the timing. It really walks you through. Everything has been done by a designer. The recipes, the tips, you just put your information on it. So it looks as if you created it. Because if you put it all together and it has your name on it, it looks like you really have been in business for a very long time. And so
yeah, it's professional.
And then at the end of the course, the last 4, we go through how to market yourself. Because if you don't know how to market your business, you're not a business. You have to know how to market. So we have marketing, we have how to write a book. It's not a big publishing thing. You only need 26 pages to get a book on Amazon, because that becomes your business card. That's also really great for building your business. You walk in, or you get more talks if you have a book. You're an author, you get invited to a lot of places.
That's great. Yeah, there's a lot of these will help you become an author type of courses and programs, and they're very expensive. So it's good to know that you have that there.
Yeah, and it's included in it. And we have a book writing coach. Everything gets delivered to your inbox. Everything is in Dropbox. So you get videos and all of the templates and class notes that you follow along. You fill in questionnaires just to keep you on track. And then at the end, you can get certified.
I was just wondering on the formatting of the course itself. Is it live classes plus do it yourself, or
so
how is it?
It isn't. It used to be live. A lot of times, the hardest part, and this is for cooking classes too, one of the hardest parts is knowing when people can come to class. When are they available? We just put it in an program so that you can really learn at your own pace. You get a module a week delivered to your inbox. It should give you enough time to go through it all. You can pause it. You can go faster. We do have a Facebook group. That's where all people ask questions in there. And we do have a monthly Q&A where we get together with students just to check in. Right now, this month, I have a greens done for you that they can buy the greens class. And so it's kind of like an appetizer. You can test it out, see all the information, see if it's something that fits for you. And then if you want to really get in and really build your business, because this will build your business, then you sign up to do all 12 modules. When you sign up for the Cooking Academy course, then you get an introductory one-on-one. And I usually go through people's business with them over the Zoom and help them answer questions and help them get a path of which direction they want to go in.
You want people to go to wellnesscookingacademy.com.
So this month we're featuring the greens class. Look, the green wall. We're featuring the greens class. And if they listen to this, they can use the coupon LUCKY. If they use LUCKY, it will take 25% off across the board.
Okay, so you heard it right here, guys. The coupon code is LUCKY.
There you go, LUCKY.
And that's only good for March, right?
If somebody has the code and it's not working and they saw it here, if they email me and tell me they saw it on your podcast, I will honor it.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Sherry. It was a pleasure.
It was such a pleasure to meet you. Thank you for